Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you how to do this makeup look. Really easy, great for summer, kind of like a summer bronzy glow look along with the hair. Got a lot of requests to do this, so stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. As far as the makeup goes, I actually wanted to use less brushes. I know sometimes, especially if you're a beginner or just starting out learning how to use makeup, it can be a little bit overwhelming when we use so many brushes on our videos, so I tried to minimize the amount of brushes and just keep it simple. I'm going to start by applying my Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. I'm in the shade 5.75. I usually do about 1.5 pumps on my fingers. You could of course also use a brush. This one blends out really easily. Just go ahead and blend that out. Okay, and now I'm going to go into my concealer, which is the Balm Time Balm Concealer. I'm just going to use it to conceal my under eye circles as well as just highlight the face a little bit. As you can see, I'm just brightening underneath my eyes, center of the forehead, down the nose bridge, around the nose where there's redness, chin, mouth, and just blending it out. Now I'm going to take my MAC Blot powder, the pressed powder, and I'm in the shade, or I like to use the shade medium dark because these do run light. So I'm just going to take my first brush, which is the Sigma Tapered Face Brush, and I'm just going to set my foundation and concealer. Especially in the T-zone area. In this area I get really, really shiny. Okay, next the brows. I am going to use another brush. This is the Sedona Lace Brush. It's just like a dual-ended, angled, and spoolie. What I'm going to be using is my MAC shadow in Copperplate. It's just a like grayish brownish color. I'm just going to very lightly fill in my brows just to deepen them a little bit. I'm going to prime my eyes as usual using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Smooth that out all over the lids. It's just going to ensure that your makeup lasts. I'm going to use some of the Sigma Extended Wear eyeliners because they work really great as bases and they're just fast. So I'm going to start off with Downplay, which is kind of like a coppery type of color. Just get that liner all over the lid. Don't worry too much about it being neat right now because we're going to go over it. I also want to apply some right underneath my lower lash line. I'm not going to go all the way in, just about 3/4 of the way. Just going right under. Now I'm going to take the shade Drift, which is like a pretty gold shade. I'm going to go right into the inner corners now. Brightening effect right in here. Alright, now we're going to take Balance, which is a dark brown. I want to deepen up the edges of my eye, so I'm just kind of applying it right here to the outer V area. I also want to line a little bit of this right on the outer edge of my eye. Also going to apply a little bit right on the inner waterline. This actually rounds out my eyes a little bit more. Now we're going to go into some powdered eyeshadows. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Get the Look Beach Beauty 28-piece Day palette. And I'm first going to go into this light gold shade up here. And I'm using another little brush. And this is the Mini Smudger brush. Apply this right on the inner corner where I applied the gold earlier. And now using that same brush, I'm going to go into this shade. It's just a pretty bronze shade. And I can use the flat end of it. Then I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. Well, more so on the center of the lid. And just blend that into the other shade. Do the same on this side. And then I'm going to go into the bronzer, which is a matte bronzer in this palette. So multi-purpose use once again. I'm going to take this brush. It's kind of like a tapered type of blending brush. Go into the bronzer. And this is going to be what goes right above into the crease or socket. And you just want to blend that in. Okay, now I'm going to take Boost, which is the black liner. You could just use the brown, a dark brown. You don't have to use a black like I do. So I'm just going to go right in between my lashes. Just going to wing it out a little bit here too. But you don't have to wing this out if you don't want to. And just personal preference, I want to deepen the bottom up just a little bit more, so I'm just going to really faintly smudge some black right underneath. I am going to smudge it out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just going to curl the lashes and apply some mascara. I'm using my Revlon Lash Potion by Grow Luscious. Do my lower lashes as well. Okay, so that's pretty much the eye makeup. Easy, right? We're going to finish up the rest of the face. I'm going to go into the bronzer that was in that e.l.f. palette and that same brush that I used to set my face with. Just going to go right into the bronzer. Just going to give you that pretty summer bronzy glow. And my hairline. Here I'm just using the same tapered blending brush I used in my crease earlier to contour my nose, and just using the bronzer, that same bronzer, and just making sure to blend everything out well. And then I'm going to go into the peach blush that's in this palette. And I'm using another brush. This is the Sigma Large Angled Contour Brush. And I'm just going to apply a little bit right on the cheeks. Give us that nice warm glow. And then I'm going to take the light shimmer gold that we used earlier on our inner corner. I'm just going to grab a finger and I'm going to apply a little bit right below my brow bone to highlight that. So you can see that shine right there. It's pretty. And you also want to highlight your cheekbones for an extra glow. So I'm just going to use that same shade and just softly blend it out right on my cheekbone. If you want, you can do like a C shape right here going up to your brow bone. Apply some right down the nose if you want to. And right here on the cupid's bow. I'm going to take the concealer from earlier and I'm just going to nude up my lips because when I'm applying a color that's a bit more like a medium or darker shade on the lips, I prefer to nude it out first since my lips are already kind of pigmented. Then I'm going to use my Revlon lipstick in Rosy Nude. You could use any color you want. And I'm just going to dab that on. It's kind of like a My Lips But Better type of lip color. And that is the look. Okay, so as you can see, the makeup was really simple. Now we're going to go into the hair. I'm just going to brush any tangles out of my hair first. Still using my Tresemme Heat Tamer leave-in spray. It just helps protect your hair from heat damage. I've turned on my clipless iron. I believe this is a 1-inch. Using this will give you a different type of curl or wave compared to using a curling iron with an actual clip on it, you know, the little clamp. I think that's why you guys wanted to see this look, because I was using this and it does give a different look. It gives a bit more of like a casual waves type of look. I'm going to go ahead and just clip up the upper half of my hair. I'm just going to grab sections like this. They could be a little bit thicker if you want. And if you are new to using one of these, definitely use a glove on the hand that you'll be twisting the hair around so that you don't burn yourself. So you just want to hold your hair down, and as you can see, I'm maneuvering my hands in a certain way that keeps the hair flat. With a lot of layers and with my hair texture, it gets a little bit challenging, but you just hold that down for a few seconds. Even less, I shouldn't have held it, I'm talking too much, and you get a nice curl like that. So let me give you guys an example of what I mean with holding the hair flat. So imagine this was like a flat ribbon. You want to have this wrap around so that it stays flat throughout, because if you don't, if you just literally are grabbing this and you're just twisting it like this, your hair is getting twisted in the process here instead of laying flat on the iron, and you're going to get a different wave. It's not going to be as neat. It still can give you a really cool look. Sometimes I do it this way too, but it's not going to look as pretty and elegant as like this one does. This is more of like a neat spiral. This one's more of like that kind of messy beach wave type of look. Alright, so the way I did my hair in my Sigma eyeliner review, I just tried to hold it, maneuver this around so that it lays flat as it possibly can on the iron, and you're just going to do that all the way around. We're just going to speed things up a little bit since I'm sure you get the idea now. And yeah, it can take a little bit of finger work to make sure the hair does lay flat, but I do think the results are worth it. Overall, I just like this look better than if I were to just messily twist it around. So just continue on, get any little pieces that may still be straight, and that's it. Okay, so we're done with the bottom portion. Now we're going to work on the top. Let's just put this in too. For the top part, I don't want it too curly. I like it a little bit smoother up top. So I'm just going to sort of curl the ends a little bit. That's all I'm going to do with that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it to blend in with the rest of the hair. Just like to tousle my fingers through it to loosen it up a bit more. Just take a portion from right here, maybe about midway from the top of your head. Just take a small bit and then twist this part. Grab your bobby pin and just clip that in place. Really easy. And of course you could do the same on this side. And that's the hair and makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below, and feel free to leave requests of what you'd like to see next. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!